plane just what? 737?
It what?
Like the World Trade Center. Who are you talking to? Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Good evening. Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts.
As many of you may know, the town of Montgomery doubles in size each year on September 11th. Ever since 2001, Tom Tank Baird has participated in what we call the 9/11 Memorial Motorcycle Ride. As the founder of the ride we know today, Tank explains that every year this is our way of displaying gratitude and riding in memory of those who lost their lives on Tuesday, September 11th, 2001. The MASD News staff had the incredible honor of riding in the annual 9/11 ride to capture the highlights. This is why we ride.
I'm grateful that 18 years ago, Islamic extremists didn't take us down. We persevered as a nation, and I'm grateful today to be amongst so many patriots, that I have breath, health, friends, family, and I live in the greatest nation on the planet. Go Eagles.
Hi guys, it's Dylan. I'm here with
Tank Baird.
All right. So, what was the reasoning that you started this, 9/11 Memorial Ride?
Well, it's born out of anger, seeing the planes hit the towers, and September 11th, 2001, and it was a bad day for America, and it motivated the group of us to get out and do a protest ride.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what the first ride was. And that happened 4 days after the attack. And actually, the organization of it happened within 48 hours. We had about 85 riders that day.
Okay.
And we rode in anger, fists in the air, chanting USA, USA. So it was not the memorial that it is today, but by the first anniversary, it had morphed into that.
So every year, what exactly does it mean to you now, and to the riders that we have, every year to come to Montgomery here to start it off?
There's a lot of different reasons for people being here, but and it's not just the riders, but the people that come out to the curbside here and support the ride.
Yeah.
A lot of it now is patriotism, and I can tell you that it's a well-attended ride, and I just met a guy from Virginia first thing this morning, so they're coming from out of town to join us here.
It's different for me because I was not alive during this attack. A portion of my senior class at Montgomery, the class of 2020, a lot of them weren't alive because of the timing. I was actually, my mother tells me that she was having an ultrasound with me in the hospital room as the plane struck. So what's the purpose of this never forget slogan? Like, why do you think it's so imperative to, educate, the people we didn't see it?
Well, first of all, it's not ancient history.
Mm-hmm.
It happened 18 years ago, and it's still going on.
Mm-hmm.
We're still fighting the war on terror. So to support the veterans, the troops, and to have, they actually recommend on Patriot Day that you have memorials like this and remember. And second of all, you're the generation that's soon going to be the policymakers, the military, the intelligence, and all that. And I think so that hopefully it does not happen again. I think you should study, as a generation, study what has taken place here. You can learn from it.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate
absolutely.
it.
My name's George Lohmiller. I live in Colgan Station, And I ride for Christian Motorcycle Association, best motorcycles. We come to this event, best motorcycles, and I just think it's an honor to come here each year and honor all those that died in 9/11, all the first responders, the police, the fire companies.
Hi, my name is Robert Moore. I've been coming here for a few years because of the ones that can't make it.
Hello, I'm Dan Varner, and I come to this every year because I will not forget what happened on 9/11, and I will always support our vets. That's why we were here.
My name is Terry Seiler. I come every year to honor those who gave their lives for helping others on 9/11. Always remember.
Hi, my name is Mike. I come in support of the 911 event that happens in our country.
My name is Mike also, and we come to support what happened on 9/11. Everybody that lost that day.
Hi guys, I'm here with.
My name is Todd Winter. I'm chief of the Clinton Township Fire Department and a board member of the 9/11 Memorial Coalition.
And I'm here to ask you, how exactly does this ride get put together every year?
There is a coalition. We call ourselves the 9/11 Memorial Coalition. We are incorporated. It's a board of about 10 to 12 people that we meet yearly, monthly, and as we get closer to the ride every year, we meet bi-monthly, weekly, daily, what needs to be done. We permit this ride. We take care of permits, we take care of the insurance, all that sort of stuff to put this on and plan. It is a huge effort because this ride is 42 miles long throughout Lycoming County. It goes through 19 municipalities.
Okay.
So every one of those municipalities, some of them require different permitting. We have a permit with PennDOT. We coordinate with the Lycoming County Sheriff's Office. He's a board member as well. He's a big participant in this. Without the Sheriff's Office help, we probably couldn't get this ride pulled off. There are volunteers with the AFSCME union from the city, direct traffic in the city for us, volunteer firefighters and fire police members take care of traffic throughout the route. So it's a huge undertaking. This ride, we have researched it for many years. There are other 9/11 memorial rides that may take place the Saturday before, or the Sunday before, or the Saturday or Sunday after. To our knowledge, we have not been able to find another ride that is like this, that it goes through so many municipalities, is completely escorted. The intersections are blocked off, and it's completely free. There's absolutely no cost for someone to participate in this. If you have a licensed motorcycle, you can come in on this. It's not Harley, it's not Yamaha. You'll see any kind of motorcycle out here. They were at the federal building for a couple of years. They outgrew that and they moved up to where the Crosscutters play, Memorial Park, Bowman Field. And then they outgrew that. And actually, when they decided to come here, the ride would always come from Muncie through Montgomery and back out. And they would start it over at those places and they would end at the Veterans of Foreign Wars in Du Bois Town. So it wasn't a complete loop for the first several years. And Tank and Gary from the coalition would call me early in the year and say, can you have fire police direct traffic at Route 15 and 54 because it's a major intersection to get us by. So we would tell them yes. Well, one day I was walking out of the fire station and they showed up on their motorcycles early, April, May, and I said, my God, are you going to, I told you we're going to take the intersection. They said, well, we're just out looking because we think we're going to outgrow where we are and we don't know what to do. Long story short, I said, they talked about ending and they said they always had to pack up tables and move everything to the end spot. And I said, why don't you just start and stop here and we'll turn it into an event. And they said, well, would you have room to park all the bikes? We'll get a permit, we'll close the road and we'll park them wherever we can park them. And it's grown over the past several years. I think this is our 9th or 10th year here doing it. So it's been here for that long. And it's quite a process, but that's how it came to Montgomery to start and stop here. And I think it's going to stay here as long as we have the ride.
As a citizen of the Montgomery area, are there any other things, any other facts about the ride that the normal person wouldn't know that you would like them to know?
Just that we have there's a huge amount of motorcycles that come here.
Mhm.
There are a lot of people that have never been to the fire station don't understand what happens during the day.
Yeah.
There are motorcycle vendors here because we couldn't have everyone just show up and then go on a ride when there
Yeah.
are thousands of motorcycles. So they get here early. They need to have something to do. So there are vendors for food.
Mhm.
There are motorcycle related vendors here. The one guy sells every vendor here sells a couple motorcycles each year.
Really?
Just new ones people trade.
Okay.
And then we have a memorial service. And when the ride went past here every year, I never knew what the memorial service involved.
Mhm.
And it is, I can tell you that it's very moving. There are people that we sing the national anthem.
And the home of the brave.
They sing Amazing Grace
Mhm.
as an honor to people who have passed. The Korean War veterans who, this was way before your and my time both. The Korean
Yeah.
War veterans are all in their mid to late 80s,
Mhm.
and they do a 21 gun salute here and play taps, and it's incredible
Mhm.
through the crowd.
Ready to fire. Ready. Hey. Ready. Hey. Ready. Hey.
And then at 6 o'clock the ride moves out.
Okay.
So if you don't ride a motorcycle, you can still get to here and watch the memorial service, participate. You can grab something to eat. And then after the ride is over, that's why they always went back to the VFW, because when the riders were done, they would always, as it got more and more involved throughout the county,
Mhm.
more people line the streets.
Yeah.
So they come back, they want to talk about, did you see this, or did you see this group with their flags, or did you see this display? The other thing that I think important for people to realize is that we're still a fire station.
Mhm.
We still respond to any emergency. Every year we have multiple emergencies throughout the day,
Mhm.
and we still do everything we're doing here and still respond to the emergencies. So that's some of the important things that I can tell you that I think people don't realize what goes on here.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for your time. I
Thank you,
appreciate
sir.
it.
Thank you.
$2,606.